Good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning into TTV. I'm your host, Toya. Today is January 31st, 2021. It is currently 8:39 p.m. as I record this. And I swear it seemed like this year is just flying by already. It seemed like we just came into the year 2021 and here it is already February. But in any case, that's just, my thoughts on that. This year is already going fast. Please forgive the background too. My child and my dog are being little obnoxious today. So if you hear them in the background, that's what that is. Um, I was listening to this song on the radio. Well, not on the radio, on Amazon Prime, and it's by Andrea Day, and it's called Rearview. And I've heard the song, who knows how many times before, but for some reason, when I listened to it this last time, I actually heard the words, not just singing along, but I actually heard what I was saying. And she says, I can only see my future in my rear view. Now, I get the whole idea of her, breaking up with a boyfriend and, having to leave him behind. I get all of that. But it got me to thinking, and I'm sitting there saying to myself, I'm like, okay, things are usually in your rear view for a reason. Like you're driving past stuff and you're passing stuff for a reason. And if we associate that with life, then as you're passing things in life and people in life, they're not your future, they're your past. And you can't see what's coming ahead. You can't look to the future if you stuck on what you passed by, if you stuck on what's behind you. And I think that's where a lot of people get stuck on. We get stuck on the things that happen to us. We get stuck on what used to be. We get stuck on how things were at one point, but you have to move on. You have to get to a point where you continue forward and not stay stuck in that state. Because I'm sure everybody has met somebody and you talk to them and they can be grown, older than you are. But when you talk to them, you see like mentally they're stuck on some age where it was something that happened to them at a certain age and they just never seem to mature past that age. Like, for example, somebody loses a parent at a young age. So they were 13 when they lost, their parent, and now it may have been a single household or something, but they were at that age when they lost that parent and they're stuck there. Like they can't seem to mentally move past that point of what happened where they were when their parent died. So I'm listening to the song and I'm thinking and I'm really disappointed, I guess you can say, because I'm thinking like you don't look for your future in your past. Your future is always what's ahead of you. And when people are stuck in the past, when they're stuck in what used to happen or they're stuck in what they went through, you get stuck. That's the only way of saying it. You're stuck back there. So yeah, your vehicle may be going by, but it might as well be sitting on a treadmill because you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You're focusing on this person that you left behind. You're focusing on some event that happened to you way long ago. You're stuck on, what you could have, should have, would have did. When you have this whole open road ahead of you, you have this whole possibility. It's a road of possibility. But the only thing you can see is what's behind you. You can't even notice the things that you passing by. It's almost like the reverse of the horse blinders. Okay. So I don't know if you ever seen this, but horses on carriages and things, they have blinders on. And the reason they do it is so that they can focus only on what's ahead and what's in front of them. And they can't see the things on the past on the side of them because like the cars and people walking by, all those things would distract them. So they put these blinders on so the horse can only see what's ahead of them. And it's kind of like the opposite of that. When you stuck in your past, all you can see is what's behind you. You don't even see what's coming. You don't even see what you already have, what you're passing by, what's on the side. It's a whole life out there. And to be stuck looking back instead of moving forward, you're missing all your growth. You're missing your opportunities. You're missing the potential to be more than what you are today. So when I heard that, I was like, I think that's what I want to do a video on. It's just to talk to you guys about that. Like you have to be able to move forward. You have to be able to learn how to process things that happen, things that people say. You have to understand that, yes, everything happened for a reason. You came across those people for a reason. You had that relationship with that woman or that man for a reason. And that reason has gone. What lesson did you learn from it? Learn it and then let it go. Because if you spend so much time focused on it, you spend so much energy put on it, what do you have left to give to anything else? If all your thoughts are consumed with what happened in the past, you can't see what's going on in the future. So I was watching this guy, can't remember his name now, but he's a comedian. J.R. Harris, J.K. Harris, J something like that. Um, in any case, he was doing an interview with Conan O'Brien, and he was talking about people and how they are today. Like he said, he was on an airplane and somebody got upset because, the internet, he said, because that's the new thing. Airplanes have internet. The internet went out, and a guy next to him was like, oh, this some BS. And he's like, but 10 minutes ago, you didn't know it existed. Just like the things that we used to do in the past, if you're so stuck on the past and the way things used to do, you can't move forward in the future. So you're used to having a landline, which a landline is it's a reasonable thing to still have, especially in emergency situations. But if you're so stuck on that landline that you can't never learn to function or use one of these, then you're stuck in the past. You can't realize the beauty in one of these things. Like, it's a walking computer. Today somebody says something, I'm always on here. Like, okay, what is that a real thing? Let me look it up. Let me look it up. You know, what's that called? Let me look it up. Matter of fact, I could look up that the man I was talking about. But if you stuck on how things used to be, you can't see. Louis C.K. That's his name. That's the comedian's name, Louis C.K. But if you're so stuck on the way things used to be, you're so stuck on what happened in the past, you're so stuck on something that you lost, how can you appreciate all the beautiful things in this world that you have now? How can you enjoy the technological advances that we have right now? You know, like, I know people ask me from time to time, like, Toy, what's your favorite invention? What's your favorite piece of technology? Now, granted, mine is still, dated and in the past, because mine is indoor plumbing. Like, that is my favorite piece of technology. Like, the thought of somebody, like the people who came up with the whole idea of bringing indoor plumbing in the house, like, to think about if they were stuck on the past and how people used to do, and they never got tired of going outside to use the bathroom, or being in the woods using the bathroom. If they never got tired of that, we would still be doing that today. But somebody got tired of that and said, I'm gonna figure out how we can do this and bring this in, because I'm tired of going out at night to that outhouse cold and in the dark with some candle lit or with this flashlight. So if you're too stuck with how things are going, if you're too stuck with where you are, you can never advance. You can never have the blessings that are coming to you. You'll never appreciate the things that you have around you, because you're so focused on what you don't have, what you lost, what's behind you. So if anything, just that's my message for today is to move forward. Your future is not behind you. That's your past. The things that you have in the moments that you have right now is your present. Be in the present. Look forward to your future. But be in the moment right now. Live life for today. Yeah, some bad things happen. It happens to all of us. And I don't demean that in any way. But you have to get to a point where you move past it. You have to get to a point where you accept it, you deal with it, learn a lesson from it, and then you let it go and you move forward. You see the blessings that are around you. You don't just drive past your present. You look and see what it is that you have. See what's around you and appreciate that. And then look in your front view, not rear view, but your front view, on all the possibilities of where you could go. All the possibilities of the things that you can do. So that's my message for today. I really appreciate you tuning in to TTV. Again, I'm your host, Toya. I hope you had a beautiful weekend. As always, for me, it's always too short, but that is what it is. So I gotta get ready for this work week. But I hope everybody has a beautiful day, a beautiful week coming up. I love you guys. Again, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I will talk to you guys again this week.